I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 204 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And you know the drill by now, ladies and gents. Please head over to SZN Pod or SZN Podcast. That's our Twitter and Instagram pages. And they will take you to where we're situated at, streaming wise. So if you fancy the audio thing, we've got the Spotify, Apple Podcast links there. And if you want the visuals, the YouTube channel link is also there as well. So make sure you do that for us, guys. Get us at any platform you prefer. We'll be sure to interact and engage with you listeners. But Flowz, fresh off a monumental victory for Spain. Flowz, we're here to talk boxing as we normally do. Yeah, man. It was Boots fight week. I mean, it was Boots fight day yesterday.
Yeah.
And we like to talk all things drawn Ennis. His matchroom debut, defending his title in Philadelphia. Yeah, like I said, his first defense, I think, of his belt since he became email champion. Yeah, man, against David Avanesyan Flowz, I think we both predicted this very simple Boots win. We called for him to make a statement by stopping Avanesyan. We know at Crawford, the last time we saw Avanesyan was against Crawford 2 years ago, and Crawford made easy work of him, stopping him in 6 rounds. And I was adamant that I thought that Boots would do it faster than Crawford. My prediction was actually 4 rounds, Flowz. I don't know what your prediction was, but yeah.
So they had to stop him early.
Yeah, you just said that. You said you expected to stop it, to be honest, Flowz.
Yeah.
And I was one round out, but we earmarked certain things, right, Flowz, as to why we felt like it should be an easy fight for Boots. Just based on how not only the level Boots is, we thought it was levels above Avanesyan, who is still a good fighter, has always been a good fighter, but also Flowz because of the fact that we felt that stylistically, Avanesyan is someone that will maybe look to try and put pressure on Boots, and that suits someone like Boots down to a T, who is, very good with his footwork, can counter punch easily, and has power when popping his punches. So we feel like Avanesyan could walk onto something mean. Flowz, I watched this fight, yeah. I watched it this morning, and yeah, man, it played out exactly how I thought it would play out. To be honest, Boots looking the class from the jump. He showed different looks in there, as we know he would. I mean, I think one Boots' main strength that we sort of give to him on this pod is just how versatile he is. He can fight on the front foot and walk you down, and he can also fight on the back foot. We know he's a natural switch hitter, Flowz. Loves to switch between Orthodox and South. Sometimes you don't even clock his change sometimes. Like, it's that easy and effortless to him. And yeah, Flowz, I mean, he kind of had his way with Avanesyan. Up in close, he was sort of beating him up, really banging to the body. When he was looking to fight on the back foot, he was trying to time Avanesyan as he came forward. And, credit to Avanesyan, Flowz, he's a tough man, as we know.
Yeah.
He very quickly realized that the only way he's going to have any sort of success with Boots is if he, just comes onto him strong and just tries to pressure him. But like I said, because Boots has so many facets to his game, he's happy to do the rough inside work. And there were many portions in that fight, Flowz, where they were both up close quarters, but you're seeing Boots being just better with his shots, catching Avanesyan's offense on the gloves perfectly, and then timing his own body shots underneath and just cracking to him. So the fight was always going to be won by one man, right, Flowz? It was like, again, Flowz, for me, Boots probably got hit. Even his dad was saying, you're being a bit sloppy in there with the defense, Flowz. But again, it's one of them ones where Boots probably just didn't rate this guy's power and his, what he was bringing to the table in that sense. So he was just happy to sort of be a bit lazy in there. Again, I like to think that against someone who is a bit more credible, Flowz. Well, not to say he's not credible, but someone who's a bit more dangerous, he would be able to take a bit more care of his defense. But yeah, Flowz, easy victory for Boots. He did what he had to do in the fashion that we called him to do it. So for me, Flowz, not too much complaints. What about yourself?
Yeah, I saw people being a bit critical of how much he got hit in there. But to me, it's the trade-off you make when you're coming in more aggressively and more because that offense from Boots was ferocious at points. Upstairs, downstairs. I saw him hook, body shot, repeatedly, piecing them up in there. And I think he was determined to get him out there, which is why he was very much focused on his offense as opposed to the defensive work. Obviously, there was parts of it where he was being a bit lazy with his hands down. And like you say, probably not rated Avanesyan. This guy's been on the couch for however long.
Yeah.
He expects to knock him out. So I think he went in there to do that. And that's why there was a bit of sloppiness. But once again, look, it's a trade-off you have to make because if he went in there and boxed Avanesyan's head off for 12 rounds, he'll be get slapped with a boring tag.
Right job. They'll say as well.
The same thing that was there to Shakur, he would be getting.
Yeah.
Look, and Avanesyan's no tomato. he's not a soup can.
Yeah.
He's beating incredible people. He's giving people problems. He touched Boots.
Yeah.
You know, he touched Crawford a bit in there, even though Crawford handled him. Crawford got hit as well. So he's someone you expect to at least come to fight. And that's what he came to do. He just got broken down, jaw broken, dropped, and eventually corner waved it off. So I'm happy with what Boots done there. I think it was an exciting performance. He done what he needed.
Yeah, absolutely, Flowz. Like I said, it's hard to break down when there's someone that we expected him to do it and he goes and fulfilled it. We can't really kill him because he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
Unlike Shakur, you know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those things. It's like, this is our man, and we say he's going to do this, and he's gone and done that because that's what Boots is.
Yeah.
I'm happy that he was able to treat, obviously, his hometown fans to that knockout and whatnot, and to that stoppage. The way he dropped Avanesyan in the fourth, I think it was, before they headed into the fifth, was beautiful. Again, Avanesyan kind of walked onto something mean. And it was good to see the bodywork from Boots because I think it might have been against maybe the Villa fight or a fight before where he was really going for the knockout, and he wasn't investing in the body the way I liked. He was headhunting too much. So I like how in this fight, he really paid attention to the body. It was there for him and he was cracking it. So, and it really worked because every body shot kind of had Avanesyan grimacing. So, man, he did his job. Bozy, his dad, good corner work as well. I like how at one point, like, he was just like, you beat him up, man. Just have fun with it. have fun with it. Do your thing, man. You're like, you're gonna get him out of there soon. So just have fun with it. Man. Obviously the talk flows is with Boots. We know he's got, one part of he's got the IBF belt, hasn't he? At 147. There's a lot of talk in terms of, I guess, what's next. Obviously, he's still got Bud's. Well, they've still mentioned Bud Crawford when they talk about him. To be honest, Flowz. Do you have any preference in terms of what direction he goes? Is it a unification at 147, or do you rather see him move up to 154? Because we know the 154 move is coming at some point because he's huge as a welterweight. So, what are your thoughts on that, Flowz?
I like to see him delay stepping in with Boots for a bit longer. I'll be real.
You mean with Crawford? You mean?
Yeah, Crawford. Sorry, Bud.
Yeah.
I like to delay him stepping in with Bud. To be fair, that's probably me protecting Boots because we have stock. We have a huge investment in Boots right now, so I don't want that to be scuppered. But really, truly, the best is what we want to see. Yeah. I'm happy for him to unify 147. More than happy for him. Because look, while Boots is still up and coming, he's had over 30 fights, really and truly. He's had plenty of fights, just obviously not at the highest level, is the truth of it. But the talent's there. So I'd rather see him unify.
Well, and Flowz, the only other unification, because just to remind you, and I guess listeners as well, we look at the 147 landscape with the belts. Bud still has 2 of the belts. So he's still got the WBA and the WBO one. It's the other 2. I think currently he's still officially the WBO and WBA champion. It's the 2 he gave up were obviously the IBF and the WBC, which is now held by Barrios. So Barrios is officially currently the only other champion at 147 that's not Bud Crawford. So if it's the unification, there's only one off. There's only one way you can go, and that's Mario Barrios. Yeah, just I mean, again, a fight. I think Boots wins comfortably, but if he does take Barrios out, then it's kind of be like, okay, it's either Crawford or unless Crawford gets stripped of those last 2 belts, which he probably will be because I don't think Crawford's looking to fight at 147 again anytime soon. Yeah, it's a case of getting Barrios out the way, and then really, I feel like if he gets Barrios out the way, Flowz in devastating fashion as well, I think you see more, I guess, fanfare from casual saying, "Yo, this guy's a demon. We want to see him versus Crawford." You know what I mean? I think right now they're happy seeing Crawford being shopped versus Canelo, for example, or Charlo, etc., right? So, or a Spence rematch at 154. I think that's what fans care about more at the moment. But yeah, if Boots just keeps banging that drum, Flowz, you sent me a clip earlier about him just being a bit more, out there with his personality and comedic. Hey, yo, that's gonna help him, right, Flowz, and get people talking his name a bit more.
Because look, naturally, he's lucky as well because people started running to him without a performance, really, off the back of Crawford with beating Spence. They're like, why don't you fight Boots? Yeah. I know a lot of the people calling for him to fight Boots only because they heard other people say Boots.
Yeah.
Stephen A. I don't even that looks in.
Facts.
A few of the other lot just ran to Boots.
I'll tell you, it was the Philly lot that were probably bagging. Obviously, he's from Philly, so the Philly lot were really like, "Oh, Boots." And I feel like the other guys just maybe checked out a little compilation. They're like, "Oh yeah, he's sick. Yeah, what about him?"
There are a lot of people ran to him without really knowing too much about Boots because so he's building up the fan base kind of thing just off that.
Yeah.
So look, I'm happy with where he does because 154 stacked as well, and he can jump right in that mix.
Facts. And be a problem straight away.
Yeah. Because obviously Virgil Ortiz Jr. moved up there, Tim Zoo's there.
Yeah.
Spencer's there. Look,
Spencer's there, Crawford's there. Yeah.
Where's Conor Ben at?
I was just going to ask you, Flowz, do you think he still probably, to me, he probably still needs one marquee fight at 147, right, Flowz?
Where's Conor Ben?
And it's not going to be Crawford at the moment. No offense to Ben, it's not going to be Ben, Flowz. The one marquee guy, as not a guy, but then again, I guess I was going to say Furman, but technically Furman moved up to 154 too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because remember, he was meant to fight Zoo before he got injured. So someone like that, of that ilk, who is a very well-known name, probably on his way out, but can still provide a decent test. Again, Furman probably never fight him because we know Furman, if he loses, that means he's done. But yeah, someone like that would be nice for him. Maybe even, I don't know, would you take a Ugas? Maybe? A Ugas could be nice.
So wait, Mel was stripped of all these belts. Was that what happened?
Yes.
Or he vacated, or was he stripped?
Was it a vacation or stripped? I feel like, let me check quickly.
Where's Mel at?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Mel's doing.
Man, yeah. There's a lot for him. Any fight at 154 that he takes is...
Yeah, Mel's got 0 belts now. So I guess he dropped it because remember he got the Canelo fight.
Yeah.
So...
Tim Tszyu was elevated.
Yeah, so obviously he was meant to defend Undisputed versus Tim Tszyu. Postponed twice because obviously he got injured. And then he decided to, face Tszyu. I mean, he decided to face Charlo. So the WBO then elevated and stripped him. Stripped thingy. So yeah, I think that's it's just because of the Canelo fight really that kind of messed things up. So yeah, now Mel has got 0 belts, but we don't even know if he's coming back into the ring. Because remember his apparently because remember when the WBC declared him champion at recess, they said that he hadn't given an indication that he was going to return to the ring. So that Canelo lottery just kind of sends people into retirement low key. So yeah, but yeah, look, man, Flowz to run up. Boots is doing what he needs to do.
Sure.
Currently, the 147, which used to be one of the most best thriving divisions of boxing, is looking a bit light now because as you said, all the guys have just moved up to 154 now.
Yeah.
Again, certain man just. Do you know how funny this is? in a way, this is still the Canelo effect. I feel like people just moving up because they're looking to somehow get something versus Canelo. So yeah, but all the main 154 players have moved us to 147. I mean, sorry, 147 players have gone to 154. So at some point in Boots' near future, I reckon he's going to move up to chase these guys because there's no other sort of marquee names in the 147-pound division right now, bar Conor Ben, which Flowz has been campaigning for a long time. But yeah,
Ben's been campaigning for it. He's the one who called for it. I didn't bring up. He did. So I'll just back.
It's the way Ben. I won't fight Pacquiao or a Bruce Ennis. I said, who? You didn't mean that.
Lying. You're lying, Ben. Stop talking. You're lying. He said it more than once as well. He said, if I can't get you back next, I want Boots. Is what he said.
Yeah.
So set up. You're on the same stable now, Eddie.
Yep.
I don't mind
it. Of course you don't.
I don't mind it.
Cool. Flowz, let's talk about upcoming next week, Flowz, because there isn't any sort of huge, like, massive matches, but there is one to keep an eye on that I think will be a cracker. And that is the rematch between Nathan Heaney and Brad Pauls for that British middleweight championship title. As we know, Flowz, these British title fights, #means more, because it really does mean more. They're always sensational. The first fight was in March, I think it was, Flowz, and it was an absolute cracker. Absolute cracker. Like, we were both applauding how good that fight was, and we said instantly they need to run this back straight away. And both guys were like, yeah, we need to run it back because it was that kind of fight. Flowz, I'm just thinking back to that fight, how it just ebbed and flowed, and Brad Pauls came on strong, and Heaney came back, and yeah, man, they were swinging it out. Remember the last round when Heaney was on the floor and he did the rock sort of flip back up, bro? After being in a war, crazy.
After going through hell, because I remember the 11th round, I was begging him to take a knee. And he refused.
Yeah.
All over the place. He survived, went out swinging.
Yeah.
But what I do remember about that fight was the commentary and the ringside scorecards were crazy to me. It finished in a draw, but they weren't crediting Pauls with anything. They were acting like he didn't run away with it.
Yeah, the commentary was mad. I remember that.
The commentary was moving so crazy. I was like, Pauls is in this. If he gets a knockdown here, he could take it. And brilliant fight. Brilliant fight. Yeah. Can't wait to see it again, man. If it goes the same way.
Absolutely, Flowz. Absolutely. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to that. And also on the undercard, Flowz, we do have Solomon Dakre versus David Adelaide. Obviously, we'll be calling for these sort of British heavyweights to fight each other and whatnot. We already had Wardley versus Adelaide, which was very entertaining. We then went and had Wardley versus Clark, also even more entertaining.
Yeah.
We can't wait for that one to be run back because that was sensational. Flowz, well, we was there. And we called for Adelaide not to go anywhere because we do like his personality, Flowz. So it's good to see him fighting Solomon, who's also in that mix, right, Flowz? So yeah, man, that should be a good fight, and I'm sure the build-up, Flowz, will be insane to that one. So I look forward to seeing that. It's always quite insane when Adelaide's involved.
I'll be looking for the pre-match interviews and all of that. See what he has to say.
Facts.
I think this is Chantel Cameron's first fight with BT or Queensbury.
Yes, it is. Yes,
so she's on the card as well.
Yeah. What do you make of that? Flowz, what do you make of that move, by the way? Her going to Queensbury.
Look, she weren't happy with the Katie Taylor favoritism, it seems like, but really, truly, she got two fights against. She got lined up with two fights while she wasn't promoted as the favorite. You got to protect your cash cow.
Yeah,
you're given the opportunity. So I don't know why I can see why she's a bit upset, but you're not gonna inherit the throne like that. Katie Taylor's got a country behind the man.
Yeah. No, honestly, Flowz. Yeah, same things, really. Yeah. Obviously, wish her luck. We hope it goes well with Queensbury. She's a fantastic fighter, so I'm sure she'll be fine. But it was quite clear that there was a bit of sour grapes, especially after that second Katie Taylor fight for us, where she was, I think after the fight, remember she sent that tweet up, I think a few days after the fight had marinated, she sent some tweets saying, this was, basically signaling that she felt it was unfair and just the whole promotion about it and whatnot. And
the way Eddie was celebrating Katie Taylor's win, and it was sad when she won. It gets like that, man. I mean,
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, maybe she can go to Queensbury and be their cash cow. Who knows? So yeah. Just before we round up Flowz, just want to actually mention something to you, Flowz. Obviously, I don't know if you saw the interview between Shakur and Eddie Hearn, but there's a lot of talks now that Shakur, who is a free agent, could be very close to signing with Matchroom. Because that interview nothing's been confirmed yet, but they seem very, very pally, and Hearn sort of outlined like a 4-fight plan for him if he had him and whatnot. And the sources are saying that the two camps are in talks, so I guess, and just see how it plays out. I think it'll be interesting if he signs to Matchroom Flowz and what Eddie can do with him. Because Eddie's the first promoter to tell you that I can't lie, I can't do anything for you, or I struggle to make matches for you because of the fact that, your boxing style isn't the most crowd pleasing and whatnot, and we're a business at the end of the day. It'll be intriguing to see if Hearn does deliver those 4 fights, which he outlined for him, Flowz, and whether Shakur can be a success and turn it around at Matchroom, even though he doesn't need to turn anything around, but you know what I mean, in terms of get his profile raised again, because obviously right now, despite him clearly being one of the best in the world, and despite him winning, his PR is kind of in the mud.
But it's two ways. He's got more eyes on him than ever now, Shakur. Off the back of that loss, the way he's been tweeting relentlessly.
Well, no, he didn't lose, but yeah.
Off the back of damn.
He won close.
Yo.
Mason, off the back of that loss.
Mason, come to me.
I'm finished. I am finished, Flowz.
Win, because they were like, it's like we lost. They go in my head. But look, even that, you see, he's going outside of boxing now, into the rap world and whatnot. He's going back and forth for people outside of boxing. So he's boosted his name, because once you start getting anyone in rap is a casual. I'll tell you now. All in rappers,
oh my gosh,
huge
casuals. The worst of casuals. Yeah,
when they're involved, because what I'm deep in as well, they weren't following Shakur when he was beating up Jamal Herring, where he was beating up Oscar Valdez, cocking out, smoking them, beating them up. Serious guys. So he's off the back of 2 less than impressive performances, and that's all they've seen. So look, he's boosted his name, his profile, even off these performances. They're gonna hate watch. That's what's gonna happen now. So they're gonna tune into these fights, and we've seen what Hedy's been able to deliver for Haney. All it is about getting him in the right fights. And Eddie Hearn's always sung his praises in terms of saying he believes he's the best boxer out there. Same as what we think as well. He's one of definitely up there. So I think it could work. It could definitely work.
Definitely want to watch Flowz. Definitely want to watch. Look, man, I just want Shakur to be. I mean, he clearly is he's already a success. He's a multi-weight champion, Flowz, already in his young career. Clearly an amazing boxer. It'd be nice to get a bit of a narrative change with him, though. But it's easier said than done. But if there's one person that can do it, might be Mr. Hearn. So I'll definitely watch this space to see how that plays out. But Flowz, I think we can leave it there. This has been episode 204 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.